Hey guys, what's up? It's Adam Rowell with Adam So Fun, and today I am in a very special house with a very special gal with a very special husband. Because one, I get to hang out with Brian. I'm gonna call him Brian Janome.
He's our personal chef.
Oh my gosh, our personal chef and everything. But I'm here with the none other than Kelley Janome. And so let me tell you what happened. Kelley and I were texting one day. And did I tell you that I can't call you Kelley Janome to my phone anymore? I used to tell Siri, "Hey Siri, call Kelley Janome." Don't do it. And it would call her. So now I'm like, "Hey, send a message to Kelley Janome," and it's like, "There's no Kelley Janome here because I updated her contact and it's your real name."
Oh, sorry.
Horrible. But this is Kelly McKenzie, aka Kelley Janome. We are here. We are playing on the Quiltmaker Pro 20 with Pro Stitcher, right?
That's right.
And today I want to show you something that I like to do, especially if I just need a really quick gift. We're going to stitch and flip. So this is a kit that I bought because Kelley said she wanted the monsters. But this is from Sew Into Quilts and oh gosh, I can't remember what town it was. Tell me. Hutch in Hutchinson, Kansas. So they have these really cool kits that are easy baby flannel kits, or easy. They call them easy baby kits, and it comes with all the fabric to make a 42 by 50. So we are going to do this whole thing on the long arm.
That's awesome.
So we're loading it. I had real wrinkle, but I brought everything with me except for batting. I stole her batting. I also think I need to do this, or the top of my head's cut off. We're gonna make my own chair. So I have real wrinkle batting. So I did send her a Laurastar because I'm like, I only use Laurastar. But you've liked it.
I have fallen in love with it, and I'm excited because I haven't quilted. I mean, I haven't pressed a back yet with it on the frame.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited to watch you do this.
So yeah, so I have a wrinkled back here. I'm gonna steam it off of the frame as I load it. So I just didn't. I'm going to press it first. The other thing is, when I'm doing stitch and flip or something where I might be doing stuff on the long arm, I can bring that iron straight to my long arm and press those out. Now this is on one of our Laurastar steam carts. It should have wheels on it, but I have to put it back in a box and ship it back to work. So it does not have wheels, so it's sitting in place. But the nice thing is, all of their Laurastar irons have a really long 7-foot hose and the dry microfine steam. So that steam's what's going to do the magic. I'm going to unkink our cord. And one of the nice things, it just took a drink, one of the nice things about doing this is, even though I have my, I haven't even finished loading it, I've just loaded the front part, I'm just going to come in.
Oh, wow.
She hasn't, did you like that? Oh, wow moment. I can simply steam this off. I do have my machine out of the way. I don't want to steam on my machine. But I'm just going to come through.
That was like instant.
Well, I told you need one. And steam off that backing. With the cart, you have a really nice place to sit and everything. So now I could roll this. And so I'm going to roll it a little bit. Make sure we're nice and smooth. It's funny because we do stuff totally different. Totally. She's like, you didn't do that right. And I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, really? How's that accent go?
I don't care. I'm from LA. Not really. So next section, I can steam off. So if you have a really big back and stuff, this works really well.
Try not to help.
You're fine. If you do quilt with a friend, and you are doing something like this and you're loading this part, only one person gets to smooth. We're going to use both because that's in the way.
Yes.
But if you are loading it, especially a big quilt, and you're both smoothing it, you're going to smooth at different tensions.
Yeah, I might do really tight, and you might just be really...
I'm a very tighter.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I think that would be definitely like this. This is one place where like my tops and my backs are so just perfectly like, they might not be perfect on the sides because they're not cut perfect, but so this is one of the things I wanted to show, how you can use that Laurastar to come in and steam those backs out. Especially, I love to press. I press it before it goes on, but every once in a while I press it, and then there's a few days that it might be sitting around. So I can come in here. I keep banging it on your wall, on your
That's
bars.
okay. They're tough.
She was banging the walls earlier, and I'm like, hey, Brian's gonna love that. She goes, he just touches up the paint.
He does.
And now it's getting to the point where I'm gonna go to the back and do my burrito method of pinning. You can go watch that video and see that. Kelley, what's your favorite part about quilting?
My favorite part about quilting.
What's your favorite part of the process?
The actual quilting part and getting to be creative and pick out my own stuff or do my own stuff if I'm free motion quilting.
She's such a good free motion quilter.
Let the quilt talk to me.
Oh, she's one of those. You know, I want the quilt to talk to me too, but it usually takes about 6 months. So that's the. Hi, I'm Jay from the dating site. Where can we talk? I don't know because you are a scammer. Please, do you get those texts? All the time. I'm not even on a dating site. Yesterday it was like, can we go out to lunch together? Just random numbers. Do not respond to those. Just delete them.
I always block them.
Block them and delete them. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the back. I'm going to finish pinning this. And then we are going to do our Easy Baby Stitch and Flip. I wonder if I have to trim this. I haven't even opened it. I should check that out. We'll see you back here in a second. Say bye, Kelley.
Bye.
No, we're not leaving.
Wait, we're not leaving. Yeah, we're just pausing.
Pause. All right, so we are back, and we are here. I have finished doing the backing. We steamed it out. Love my Laurastar. I did the first strip. So again, we're making this kit. This is the Easy Baby quilt. This is the Monster by Sew Into Quilts. You can check them out at sewintoquilts.com. Love these kits. I just thought this was genius. So basically, it's a bunch of strips. So what I did is I went in, I basted down my batting like I normally would, basted down my first piece, because this whole thing is stitch and flip. So what we're going to do is we're going to stitch and flip this quilt, and then we're going to go back and quilt it. And then I'm going to show you a new way to advance your quilt. Oh, I just threw that away. I need this because I need to see what fabric goes next. So this is different than my machine because I have a handy quilter. So this is the Quiltmaker Pro. This is the Quiltmaker Pro 20. So Kelley, I need this to be set at, I think because I'm stitching and flipping, I'm going to use 12.
Okay.
I know you like to stitch when you're doing everything on the long arm, 12 stitches per inch. I'm usually at 10. Personal preference. You pick what you get.
That's right.
Pick 11, and then you can be like the middle of us. But I need this at 10 stitches per inch. I'm pretty sure I can figure that out.
Yeah.
And then usually when I run Pro Stitcher, I like to run Pro Stitcher at 175. And this is a little bit different because you have a speed percentage. So what do you all recommend?
So no, I'm in regulated mode. That's 8% out on cruise speed, not manual speed. Does that make sense? Yeah.
So like we didn't do a percent. Ours is a stitches per minute.
Okay.
So 175, which I think is like 14%.
Okay, so 8% means it's sewing 8% of that 2,500 stitches per minute that it can do and still regulate your stitches.
What's the lowest you can go on this?
I do 2%.
2%.
And then it jumps to 5 and then 8.
Oh, nice.
So when I'm using Pro Stitcher, I keep it on 8.
One of the reasons when you're using Pro Stitcher you don't want to be in precision is because you want that needle to continue to go up and down. Because as the machine's moving in those points, you want to make sure you get nice sharp points.
That's right.
So ultimately, find out what you like best. But we always rule of thumb was 175 for us. Other thing, I turn the lights off. One of the things I love about this is if I hit that light button, it tells me what those lights are.
Yep.
Ours is just like hit it and see which one goes off.
No way. Yeah, well, we have all lights or just main light and ring light.
And when I turned them off, I went beep, beep, and then she went, you can just hit the main light. So funny. She did that. So I think those are the settings here. We did put on the square foot. Now the square foot's gonna give me a little more surface area to help hold fabric down because I am gonna be stitching and flipping. So it's gonna hold, I have a square holding things down instead of a circle. So I have more surface area to hold stuff down.
I found that very interesting because I never thought about using it for that purpose.
The other thing I was thinking of is like, how can I do this to roll from the bottom up just to make it easier to push those fabrics away from me than to pull them down. But you'd have to figure, could I figure it out? Yes. Do I have time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that. Because you'd have to roll up your batting and then roll everything back.
Yeah.
So I was like, didn't want to deal.
It's like one hard thing versus a different hard thing.
Yeah, and this isn't even that hard. So first piece is on, it's tacked down with a basting stitch. Now I'm going to get piece number 2, which is a teal.
And did you baste it on all 4 sides or just?
Sure, Jan. No, I basted like half of that side, and I should have basted down this side. I didn't, and you know what? It is what it is. We're going to work with it. I usually will baste all the sides.
Okay.
But this is different since we can't baste this down before we stitch it because we're flipping it.
Yes.
So, but I'll probably go back and baste it. So I might actually, when I stitch across, when I get to here, I can always stitch up, flip my stuff down. I'm going to want to steam it with the Laurastar, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cut my thread. And then I would flip it, steam it, and then baste the sides down if I want. I don't know. It don't matter. It'd probably be better for the edge-to-edge part. So what I'm going to do is take my fabric, line them up right sides together. Remember, we are just piecing right here on the long arm. If one fabric is a little bit wider than the other, great. Deal with it. Whatever. You can trim this down at the end. This is just having fun. The nice thing about that 1/4 inch foot, I'll zoom into that 1/4 inch foot so you can see it. There we go. I think I'll zoom into that 1/4 inch foot. There we are. I might have you do the stitching and then I can just zoom in and zoom out. Okay. The nice thing about this 1/4 inch foot is that we're going to line the front edge up of that square foot. And this is one of the square foot. You get 2. I'm going to line that front edge up there. And then what I want to do is I want to hit my channel lock button. So before we hit that...
I just brought the bobbin thread up, by the way.
Kelley, we're not married, so you still have to listen to me. No, just kidding. I stole that joke from someone else. We want to go in and we want to hit our channel lock. So show everybody where you hit that.
So it's on the toolbars on your Pro Stitcher tablet on the left-hand side, and there's horizontal, vertical, and of course we're going to use the horizontal lock, so it's selected green.
Perfect. Can you do me a favor? Hit that X to empty out. Perfect. So this is in your quick access tools. We can find it over there. We can also find it in our Pro Stitcher tab. So we're going to hit Pro Stitcher tab, channel lock in the ribbon. And they are also here. One thing to note, where Kelley's pointing, that's green. It's also green in your quick access tools. If she hits one of those really quick for me, please, they both turn off. So it's the same button in 2 different places, just so you know that you have those. So now what we've done is we've channel locked it. We've made it so that machine can only stitch a straight line horizontally. So I'm going to get a perfect straight edge, and we're going to stitch, we're going to bring up our bobbin, trim, do all that jazz, and then we're going to stitch across slow, and we're going to help keep the fabric where it needs to be. The machines, as they stitch across, we always say fabric is fluid. It's going to want to move. We're going to hold it and make sure it's not moving too much. We don't want any puckers or anything like that. I wonder, I'm going to turn this light on to see if this helps them see a little better. Yes, it does. And I'm going to move you over here.
Okay.
Do you feel comfortable doing this? Don't mess up this baby quilt.
Yeah, I think this is great because guess what? I've never done this before, so this will be my first time. So you're teaching the student.
Oh my gosh. All right, so did you...
I've already brought my bobbin thread up and I'm ready to hit the start button. May I hit the start button?
You can. Remember, we're still on cruise at 175.
Okay.
So at this point, since we're not actually, I don't know why we talked about using Pro Stitcher. I got off track. But since we're not using Pro Stitcher, if you are uncomfortable with that cruise going really fast, you can always go in and turn that cruise back down to 2 or 5 or 8. We're doing straight lines, so that's going to be totally sufficient. And then we're going to see how good she is at staying out of the camera. So you can move her elbow really high. Perfect. When we get to the end, we're going to do our tie-offs. Now, do you have the tie-off button?
Yes, I do, and I did not do that. I moved the machine before you told me I could.
That's okay.
But I do. I have it programmed as my star feature on my handlebar.
Do you use it?
I actually do when I'm custom quilting. But
that's it.
Yeah, but there you go.
Well, we didn't want to do it there because now she broke her thread. So the reason that thread broke is we had a really nice thread tail. By hitting it, it sucked that thread through the top and cut it for us.
I was just, jumping ahead.
You're so excited.
I don't like those students that jump ahead, and I was just that student. So I apologize.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to move that machine all the way over to the left.
Yeah.
And she's going to rethread it. What are you looking for, scissors?
I'm looking for my scissors.
Here.
They're not on my toolbar. Thank you so much.
I think I just bent them. Oh no. But we got to go. You're going to go way over there because I'm going to do my next step. These long tails, trim them. Because you don't want these getting wrapped up into your wheels. Believe you me, it is not a good day. So, I have now used that square foot and my channel lock to get a nice straight edge. I'm going to flip this down. We're using Quilter's Dream 80/20.
70/30.
70/30. I had to feel it. I was like, I ordered this for her. I know what it is. So now that it's down, this is nice. We have a nice flat edge here, but because I am a crazy person, I can come in.
Because you have a Laurastar.
Because I'm a Laurastar, I can come in. I can steam that.
You are a star. I'm sorry.
And my name's not Laura. But I can steam that. Now it's not going to go anywhere. The nice thing about those Laurastars too is when you steam it onto batting, it almost sticks.
Really?
Like it will come off, but it's almost like it sticks.
Nice. I like that.
So now it's going to get the next color. I think it's purple.
Yes.
So I have my purple strip. Again, I'm going to line up my edges. Probably should line up the written selvage sides so I know.
I think I was actually supposed to cut them off, but I didn't because I felt like they were straighter than me cutting, so I left them.
No reason to cut off. If you're doing something like this, and you don't have to use a kit. I mean, I like a kit, but grab like 5 or 6 of your favorite fabrics, get a half yard of each, cut them all at different strip lengths, and then just do this. So now we have this next one lined up. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bring our machine over to where we need it to be. We're going to hit that channel lock button.
I'm going to bring my bobbin thread up first, right?
It depends. I usually hit channel lock and then bring my bobbin threads up.
Okay.
But if you do that, remember that you're channel locked.
Yes, so that
So you have to go right or left. You don't want to hear the grinding gears. We've all heard the grinding gears. So we're going to channel lock, bring our bobbin up and trim, or not trim, and stitch.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my 2 threads.
Hold your tails. Taut.
And then I'm putting pressure behind the foot to help keep it from bunching up over here.
I like that. I did notice that you were doing that. That's a great tip, by the way. You could do this when you're also stitching and basting down that top edge. It would be a fantastic thing to think about doing. And we're going to trim.
And I'm being lazy. I'm not doing it like I normally do. I'm just moving, since it's just right out here off the edge.
That's funny.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Do you want me to do it the other way, the next strip?
You do it however you want. You do it however you do it.
You do you, boo?
You do you, boo. Oh, look how straight those are. Oh, let's hit it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought I broke mine. One thing about the urn, when you use it, you don't want that machine anywhere near this. So we're going to push it way out of the way. I think we're almost done.
Yeah,
seriously, we have 3 more pieces.
You know what? I am so doing this after you leave because there's so many kids like in my class at church that I want to make these for.
She's not going to do it. You know why? She's not going to do it because she doesn't have a stash. Everybody in the comments below put, oh my gosh, you don't have a stash?
Well, I don't have a stash because it depresses me if I have too much fabric in my house and I don't have time to sew it.
Oh my gosh. So this is a great example. Look how much whiter this fabric is than the other ones. We're not going to stress about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to cry about it. We're just going to lay it down, making sure that both sides have some overhang. We can trim this at the end. We're going to trim it at the end. We did cut a nice, I hope it's a straight edge. She cut it. But
pretty straight.
We have a nice straight edge, so now we're going to do that next piece. After this one, we're obviously going to have to bring our fabric down. So first step, take it over where we want, bring up your thread, or hit your channel lock button, then bring up your thread, whichever one works best.
I like your method. I like doing the channel lock first and then bringing it up.
I honestly probably do it different every time.
Oh, okay.
Did you see that backtracking? I like it. No,
okay.
That's good. gorgeous.
Okay, this time I'll do taking up the thread the proper way.
Yeah.
Is that okay if I show them?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of slack right here.
Wait. Let me zoom in.
Oh, okay.
So Kelly's getting used to. We'll do it on the next one because she already did too many steps.
No, I didn't. I didn't do too many steps.
Kelly's getting used to being on camera. She's learning. So, what's your first step?
To give myself a lot of slack right here in my thread.
And you pull it out where? Between
right
the pigtails and the needle?
Yes.
And remember, when we're pulling slack out here, we're pulling it down. We're pulling it from the cone. We're about to run out of thread.
Oh, yeah.
Not up. If you pull it up, you're pulling it from the quilt top. You're going to break it.
Yes, but before we do that...
No, we'll be fine. We'll just trim this really quick, and then we'll do that while I'm pressing and advancing.
Okay, so I'm going to move my machine now far away and grab that slack that I have underneath my foot so that it's moved. Got it?
Got it.
And then I'm going to move my needle close to where I was at, hit needle up, needle down, and when you do that, it brings your bobbin thread up, and then you can snip both your threads at the same time. And what that's done is also left you a long enough tail in the bobbin area that when you go to do your next row, there's enough of it there for it to bring it back up.
Mm-hmm. The important thing when you're doing these steps, this is the hardest thing for people to learn. When we teach, this is the hardest thing for people to get. But when you have that slack held and you take that final step, needle down, needle up, this hand, I always say, is frozen in time. Because if I move that away and I don't move this hand, the bobbin comes up. If I have that slack here, I take that stitch and I move the machine and let it pull my hand back. As soon as this thread and that bobbin tail goes back under, gremlins get it and it's going to break your thread. Every time.
Good
Promise.
point.
Promise.
Because you undid what you just did.
Because you undid what you just did. Can you give me what you just took off that machine?
I absolutely can.
So,
this is like gratifying right here.
Favorite day. We just finished a cone of Omni thread. What color is this? One of your favorites?
Yep, one of my favorites. I love to use this.
Is it 22?
Yes, it is!
2 more new ones. We're putting on a new one.
Right here too.
And then she just finished one. This is Superior Threads 3022. It is a beautiful, like a dove gray. It's called silver. Oh, of course, it's one of my favorite. Remember, you can use code ASF10 when shopping at superiorthreads.com to save yourself 10% off of those purchases. But this is one of our favorites. While she's rethreading the machine, we finished the cone, like 6,000 yards. You have to think about that. 6,000 yards you just finished. Kelley also loves this color, 3071.
That's, wait, no, the other one's my favorite. That's my second favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry, this one?
Yes, that one.
This Omni, this is 3094. So, obviously, favorite colors are going to come with what you're used to quilting with. Oops. This is called Winter Green. 3071 was called... Oh, no, this is 3094. Which one's this one? Here's another one that she likes. 71.
It's just a shade off of it.
I love how close you can get. Beach grass. Oh, that's a nice one.
I know, I like the name of it.
Sometimes I buy them because of the names, which is probably not the best thing. If you like a gold, I don't know what the name of this one is. 3043 is her favorite gold.
And 42 and 41.
41, 42, and 43. I don't know what the names are. Is this one? You have to get them when they're...
It's light, medium, then...
Oh, goldenrod is 44. What's goldenrod?
That's not one of my favorites, though.
Sorry.
But that's a good Christmas gold.
It is a good Christmas gold. So we've done that. I was supposed to be doing stuff while she was doing that part. So this is a nice big piece. We're almost done. We have 3 more pieces to put on. We're going to fold this down. And I'm going to hit that with my Laurastar.
Your Laurastar. Your iron.
My iron. We're floating. This is stressing me out. And I'm like, I don't understand why. Before I advance this, I'm going to stitch down the edges. Or Kelly's going to stitch down the edges.
Do we need to talk about that?
What?
Why you don't and I do.
Oh, I would always do it.
Or is that a different video?
No, I always base my edges.
No, I'm talking about floating or not floating.
Oh, that's a different video.
Okay.
Wait, why? It's personal preference. Don't let her take you to the dark side. Always pin. Okay, base down our edges.
That wasn't fair.
Base down our edges. Kelly's gonna base down our edges, and then we're gonna advance. We'll see you back here in a second. All right, so we've advanced. We're here. I'm going to move it up a little bit farther. We did base the sides. One of the things we were talking about, we did not do a big basting stitch in the middle of this. Usually, like borders and stuff, I would have. If I did this again, I'd probably throw a big zigzag or something in here, maybe some straight lines every 4 or 5 inches. Just a big stitch though, just because there is a lot of like give here. If you were going to go back and quilt this, that would probably be the better way to do, which we're going to do, but I mean, we're just making a video. I don't really care if it's perfect. If you're giving it away, if you're not going to come back and you're just going to leave it open, don't worry about it. But yeah, if you are going to come back and stitch it, you can see a little bit of fullness up here. Somebody didn't get the wrinkle out of the batting, and there's a wrinkle in there. That's probably, oh look, I just fixed it. That somebody was me. So now I'm gonna advance this so we can get the last 3 pieces on and we don't have to advance anymore. Let's see. Also, don't pull it that tight. So you can see that ripple happening up near the bar. We're gonna leave it there because we want to make sure that bottom edge is straight. And that bottom edge was straight before that ripple happened.
Okay, well,
it's gonna be, remember this center fabric was way bigger.
Yes, I remember that now.
And so we're going to finish those last 3 steps and we're going to be finished. We'll see you back here when we're done. All right, so here we are. Easy baby, done. I mean, it's been less than, let's see. It's been maybe 30 minutes, but we're also filming and talking and
yeah.
I told her a dirty joke. So now we're here. I could be done. I mean, if I were truly going to just kind of do this really quick and baby didn't want to like take the time to put a long arm design, every time before I would advance, you could do a big stipple in there, you could just kind of even just do some zigzag stitches, whatever, find something out of the fabric and match. We're going to do an edge to edge on this. So what I'm going to do is I came through and I cut the extra batting off. I want this gone. Now I'm going to unlock my back bar.
Do you want me to help? Or
huh? And then I'm just going to roll this belly bar. We're going to roll that back up. Look, all the fullness came out. I think we're going to be okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
And now we're back at the top. Lock it up, tighten it up, and this is where we're going to do our edge edge. So I'm going to get this to start stitching. We're going to stitch out a pass, and then I'm going to come back, and you're going to go follow along with video 2. And this video is Easy Baby. How do you make an easy baby quilt? With Kelley Janome. Remember, you could do this with anything. Just grab stuff out of your stash. It is just with the fabric. So that's one of the things you're going to get with the fabric size, so a 42. But this one I think ends 42 by 50 or so. But it's fast. It's cute. You can change it up. You can make it however you like. Go pick out your favorite fabrics. When we come back in part 2, we're going to advance the quilt. A new method. We're not going to use needle down. We're not going to use the drag and drop. We're going to do something brand new that I learned from Mickey. You might do it this way. No, you do it my way, huh?
I'll do it your way.
Okay, so I learned this from Mickey. It took me a long time to figure out how it worked, and then she taught it in a class one time. So I'm like, I need you to teach this because I want to learn it. So we're going to teach you a new way to advance that quilt. So we'll see you back in the next one. Kelley, where can people follow you on social media?
People can follow me on the Facebook page. Oh, me.
You.
Well,
she was going to tell you where to follow Janome.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You should follow. So if you're on Facebook, Janome Longarms, you should be there. Pro Stitcher Posse, you should be there.
Janome Longarms.
Definitely Adam's So Fun. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when new videos drop, all that stuff. TikTok. I'm on TikTok.
Kelley Janome.
That's my TikTok dance. Make it a trend. Wait, say that again.
Kelley Chain McKenzie.
Kelley Chain McKenzie. Where?
Videos there on Facebook.
What's your Instagram?
I think it's Kelley Sosew.
SOSEW, right?
I think so.
Look.
I just did that, so I don't remember.
I'm gonna pull it up. She's getting part of she's coming to the 21st century.
Oh.
It's Kelley, Kelley, Kelley. I'm dyslexic. I spelled it wrong. Kelley Sosew, SOSEW. Yeah, so go follow Kelley, follow me, do all that jazz. We'll see you in the next one where I teach Kelley how to advance a new way since we both do it
The same.
The good way. Yes! Don't forget to get yourself a Laurastar. If you're interested in Laurastars, you can always reach out to me. I also have a Laurastar playlist over on my YouTube, so check it out. Bye, guys.